All right, I already told you the chain's coming to the pit, but the Titans, they're coming to the pit too. St. John's, St. Francis. You want early season rivalry. You don't get much bigger than St. John's, St. Francis. We talked about St. John's, that very tough loss to Orchard Lake St. Mary's on free throws, essentially, is where that loss came from for St. John's. St. Francis coming in 2-0. They beat 𝗦𝗻𝐶𝐶 51-49 on Saturday. And they got some guys, too. Allen Logan Horton, Jameson Heck, freshman Polnitz in there playing ball for St. Francis. It should be a fun one, Dion.
God, it makes me feel old. I played against the granddad, Chris Polnitz. This guy played at Scott. But no, listen, if you're watching this, guys, get to the JV game. Because you're not going to be able to find anywhere else to park.
Got to get there early.
This game is going to go crazy because you got two outstanding teams. And you could see the maturation of both teams. Last year, we talked about it.
Yeah.
I think when they went to the Catholic League, little shell shock.
Sure.
Now they know they can compete. You know, we're going to see the Hortons out there and then race go. I mean, this is going to be the game, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that is the matchup I've highlighted coming into this one is Race Kowalczyk and the Hortons because he looked really, really good last week against Trey McKinney. Right, and Trey McKinney's a thick dude. He's strong, and Race, he's got some muscle to put on, I think.
Yeah, but if he gets to a spot.
He's in good spots.
Yes,
he played a really good job of just being very long and being in the way, and you got to be long and in the way with these Hortons because there's some big dudes too.
And reaching out to the both head coaches to try to get a picture of the game plan or the keys to the game.
Sure.
Coach Schoen told me that they got to contain Jameson Heck. He's one of those guys, you know, and the rebuilding effort that Coach 𝗦𝗫𝗃 took over at St. Francis, you know, they had to rely upon some young guys who earned their way.
Yeah.
It's rare for a school like St. Francis to have young players playing varsity as freshmen. Jameson Heck did just that. So he has been a guy who is just smart basketball IQ that we talked about earlier. And then defending the post for St. John's with the Hortons you talked about.
Yes.
And then managing the atmosphere. That place, the pit, you are right
Raucous.
on top of the court. And that visiting student section is right there in the corner. And then the St. Francis student section kind of on the stage there.
Yeah.
So when you're shooting free throws for St. John's, like you're going to be looking at
at
lot
least 2
of
quarters of the game.
So that's a key element when you're talking about, you know, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. And then for St. Francis, for Coach 𝗦𝗫𝗃, he said, play out of the post. So that's the key thing for me. Both coaches brought up the fact that the post play is going to be very, very important because they run so much in all their sets and getting other players open from the post position. So that'll be key. Defend the three-point perimeter for St. Francis because we did see a number of three-point attempts for St. John's in their game against St. Mary's. Sure. And then execute in transition. Coach Jamie told me that he said we should have won some games earlier this year if we just finished our layups and finished contested layups when we earned a new possession by getting a steal or got a rebound and then got out quickly with some good outlet passes, but then they just couldn't finish at the rim. So those are the things that I'll be keeping an eye on in this one.
I would say Jameson has been a heck of a player.
Oh,
it's gift wrapped. I can't do it. It's Christmas time, gift wrap. We're nailing things here inadvertently, but yeah, that's another fun matchup, right? Is young Ethan James, who's stepping into that point guard role for St. John's. Jameson Heck, the wily veteran, been there, seen it, done it all. And then obviously we talked about that post matchup, right? And they did a great job, I thought, last week of getting the ball down to Race Kowalczyk and then popping it out to guys like Jaden Jones, to guys like Ethan James, who can fill up from the outside. Coy Hammock had a nice little slam on the baseline for St. John's. This one should be a ton of fun. You can catch it 7 p.m. on BCSN or the BCSN Plus app this Friday in the pit. The student section chain will be there. We'll be there, and everybody from both of these schools will be there. Packed house, get there early.